I'm Matt Dragon, and we're going to talk about sampling today. We're going to talk about how to use a sample. We're going to be talking about what is a sample. We're going to be talking about royalty-free samples. We're going to be talking about clearing, pretty much all things sampling. But before we do that, let's flip a sample. Right, this is the original sample. Amazing. I'm probably going to use it for something else, but right now I'm trying to show you how extreme it could be especially when you get Midi files. So really this is going to be talking about getting Midis and really turning them into something completely different. All right. So obviously, I'm a producer in 2023. As a music producer who produces primarily hip hop, we use samples. We use a lot of samples. We use samples all types of ways. And really, anybody who says they don't or who doesn't, I mean, I applaud people who really, oh my God, there's a fly. I applaud the people that really know how to wrap their minds around an instrument, because I have 5 instruments and I'm subpar at all of them. But again, it's just so I can have the knowledge behind what an instrument's supposed to do, especially when it comes to making music. So, you know, as sampling being the most popular practice in music, hip hop and dubstep specifically, and when you are dealing with a sample, the idea is to, I guess, reimagine what it could be. I feel like that's why, again, it's so popular in hip hop, because it's such a free form of music. When you actually get down to it, we're not talking about like the industrial. I mean, yeah, we could talk about like the industry and, you know, like how people go about the streaming services and all that, but that's for a different video. Let's stick with sampling. All right. Let's talk about what clearing a sample actually is. Okay, so clearing a sample. When you are clearing a sample, let's say we're going to sample Straight Outta Compton by NWA. All right. So let's say we want to sample, I don't know, the drums from Straight Outta Compton. We will have to contact Dr. Dre. Not only do we have to contact Dr. Dre, we have to contact DJ Yella as well. We have to make sure we get both of their sign-offs to sample those drums, because one, they are the producers. Then it doesn't stop there, because it depends on who really has the I guess the masters to this song. We would have to go through Ruthless Records or Priority Records, depending on what exactly we're trying to sample from the song, if that makes any sense. So sampling popular songs, as a producer, again, I work with a lot of local artists, and for somebody on my level, somebody on our level, sampling a platinum record and doing all that, it's honestly not even worth the headache. For that, you should really you should play your own music. Like, you should just buy a guitar tomorrow and try to make your own songs if you're going to try to do something like that. Because again, if you try to sample a song and don't get it cleared by the proper owners, you will be committing copyright infringement, and you will be committing a crime, and you could be sued. And you don't want your song to blow up and it be a sample that you don't own, that you don't have the lease to use. Like, you just don't want that. Okay. So with that being said, let's flip a royalty free sample. All right. A royalty-free sample is just pre-recorded music, sounds, excuse me, sounds, loops, pretty much anything that has to do with anything music, one shots, certain synth sounds, what have you. But it's royalty free, which means that you have the copyright permission. Like you go to let's say splice.com, or you go to Cymatics, or you go to Unison, unisonaudio.com. That's where I get most of my samples from. The link will be in the bio for that, actually. So hit the link in the bio for Unison Audio and check out all the stuff that they have over there. Really, it's amazing. So when it comes to the royalty-free sample, it's a pre-recorded music piece of music, maybe a loop. It could just be a musical snippet. It could just be a 4-bar loop of a guitar strumming, going back and forth. Really, the whole purpose of these is that you paid for them. So yeah, as I was speaking of, I have a royalty-free sample that I'm actually going to use from Unison Audio. Again, links in the bio if you guys want to go check out anything that they have there. I'm going to use some guitar samples that I have here, man. Oh, this is going to be fun. And it comes with midis, it comes with stems, there's dry loops, there's process loops, so you can get really, really creative, especially with instruments like string instruments and stuff like that. So, ooh, let's get started. Let's get started. Yo, guys, there was one thing that I wanted to say right now. I'm going to edit the shit out of this part right now. So if you want to watch the unedited video form of this, it's going to be available on Patreon. So if you want to watch the unedited version of this video, it's going to be on Patreon. The link is in the bio. If you subscribe for $1, you can see me flip the whole entire sample. You can see all the little nuances and everything else that I do to a sample in detail, and you can see my thought process as it goes and as it flows, because I'm about to edit the shit out of this for YouTube. So let's get back to the video. Get started. So we'll start with these. Unison, stop playing. Stop playing. Sounds like a Mad Dragon beat. Oof. That might be the winner. We have a winner. Man, Unison is stepping up their game, man. It gives us all the midis. So let me show you some things we could do with the MIDI. And again, these are royalty free. You can literally do whatever you want with these. So let's load that MIDI up somewhere. Let's load that up. Oh. And if you notice, that is this melody. Completely different that what the original sounded like. Man, this is what it's supposed to sound like. Again, it's following that same melody, sure, but now let's play with that lead melody. Let's kind of, because again, it's exactly the same. So original melody, ours. Hip hop range, almost that R&B feeling. Oh yeah. I'm gonna take that, and I'm going to consolidated, deleted it. Turn it into Midi in a WAV file, and I'm gonna flip it in reverse, say and then we're gonna hit normalize, make it all loud. And now we have a new lead. All right, so what I brought up is Zen Master. Again, the link in the bio for Unison Audio. You can click the link in the bio and you can get this plugin for free. I've been using it a lot. I've been using it a lot. Especially when I've been flipping samples. I've been using it a lot because it does a lot, man. I'm gonna be honest. It does a lot. It's really good. So we can hear exactly what it does to the sound, but it's pretty awesome. I like it. Some people hate on it. Obviously, they're gonna hate. People are gonna hate. But as a little effects plugin, I'm loving it. So most of the things that we hear is in that middle spectrum of the sound field. But we can get into a lot more of that in future episodes. Right now, I'm just showing you the capabilities of flipping a sample, and I'm flipping the sample hard, man. I laugh every single time I hear it because this was legit our starting point. And really, if you had the imagination, you can make it sound as original as possible. And that is the whole point of royalty-free samples.